Basically gotta pretend they never have it. We're actually just gonna die to, like, Champions of Chaos or something. This is tough, though. We're up against a deck that has both, like, torches and stewards and stuff and awkward hand. So if I draw a Sigil off the top, I can Sporefolk into Haunting Scream and hope they don't have a torch, or we can start playing around torch from there. If we don't draw a Sigil, we can just establish Seek Power here, or Blind Storyteller. But now we can't play the banner with Blind Storyteller. I was basically banking on hoping to draw a Sigil there and, like, going off. That didn't happen. So now we're going to go a bit slower. Do I play Storyteller here? No real upside to it that I can think of. Other than I get to activate it next turn. But I get to activate it next turn either way. If I want to. I can't think of a reason to cast it there. I'd rather Seek and Herald Song, or just Sporefolk gives us the best shot at finding a Scream target. So let's thin out the deck. Sporefolk.
Ooh-wee.
And we hit nothing but sigils, even after thinning. Okay. Okay, then. That's a thing that can happen. That's a thing that can happen. They found their fire source or whatever. Okay. Bear's favorite targets is 3 Umban Reapers, and that is it. I don't have time for that. I'm gonna end up just hard casting this Harbinger. A little nervous if I put a Scream target in the yard and they have... Am I supposed to hold on to this Herald Song? Yeah. I think I need more Blind Storyteller targets. Well, sometimes you whiff a lot. This is why we play 8 Scream targets. They don't tap out. But there was no kind of pause. Boy, do I want to go double Storyteller this game? The 6 power is super useful. Storyteller's just better than Herald Song, right? Wow, we're under a lot of pressure. I guess I could have Herald Song this turn. This is as much damage as you're going to save once they get a Fire Sigil, so... do I Harbinger or Death Strike here? I just get him down. Just get the Harbinger in play. That's bad. We're going to take a lot of damage here. They have Cabal Countess? They have 2 Cabal Countess. Huh. Take 14. Go to 7. Oh, well. Oh, if I blocked, they could have... God. These can chump block. That's kind of neat. I need to hold up Death Strike, right? And I kill one of these, and so I chump, kill one, go to 6, hope they don't have Obliterate. They don't have Obliterate. I don't have to hope. They have a bunch of torches. I really want to save these Death Strikes, but I also need to not die. It's pretty important. They have torch. Let's see here. No pauses whatsoever. They've just got a handful of units. Like, they don't have any torches. Alright, let's hit a Fanatic or something. Damn it. Second scream's kind of... Oh, I was supposed to scream a Spore Folk there. That would have given me a better shot at finding another Scream target. Oh, that's awkward. I didn't think about that. I should have screamed a Spore Folk. Hope to have hit another Scream target, scream that, and then start going. Yeah. Now I can't do that. Oh, why didn't I think about that line? Well, they've got their primal source. Blah. Well, sometimes your deck doesn't do anything, right? Ugh. And they had double Champion of Chaos draw. That's the best card against us in that matchup. You might think that it's Steward of the Past, but it's actually Champion of Chaos because it can kill us. Ugh, Cabal Countess. We don't have time to mess with Rain of Frogs, right? Just no time to mess with that crap. You can get cute and try and hit Steward of the Past with it, but I don't think it's worth it. Harbingers are really good in this matchup. Gorgon Panax are really important. It's our card draw. We just run it back, essentially. You just run the same thing back. The Annihilates are less useful, but they're still really important on hitting Steward. And they're running Instigators. We play the full 4 Death Strikes. Play all this stuff. Scourge of Frostholm. We have Death Strike, Feeding Time. It doesn't really block anything. It just shuts off... They're not burn. So it's really not shutting off that many spells. You can't block Maidens or Stewards or Champs. So it's not that useful in this matchup. The Blacksky Harbingers are pretty important. We need the life gain and the flyer. They don't have a 4th Steward, right? That's really good for us. They don't have a 4th Steward. Your Fanatics are good. The Beast Callers are good. They have to have torches for those, or Death Strikes. What are our last 2 cuts? Probably an Annihilate or 2. They are largely dead. I wonder if Suffocate's better than Annihilate here. Let's see here. Suffocate also hits Instigator, also hits Steward, but it also hits Maiden and occasionally Champion of Chaos. It's just Cabal Countess and Umbran Reapers that it whiffs on, and those we don't care about as much. Alright. Yeah, let's play Suffocates instead of Annihilates, because we have those in our sideboard. It's not cheating. Those actually might be better than Death Strikes. I like to be around 7 removal spells. It just means Champion of Chaos. Okay. And then we just go down to 3 Harbingers again. Something like that. Yeah, let's just max out Suffocates. Okay. Let's do that. Let's try that. Now we're going to get beaten down by Umbran Reapers or something, right? Well, we can discard those and pray they don't have a Steward of the Past. I think that's what we have to do. You just have to pretend Steward of the Past is a card that doesn't exist. Like, they have 3 of them. Just pray they don't draw one. Would like to draw a Sigil off the top. If they play Instigator, I may have to kill it there. I don't know how much. Alright, they've got a Torch. That's the only card that it could be. That's the only card it can be, is Torch. Would I rather develop power with Vera's Favor or start looting with Herald Song? We might not want to expose these in the yard until I have a for sure way of getting them back. Vera's can hit. God, okay, they can't play Countess here. The only other Vera's Favor target is Umbran Reapers, and we have Black Sky Harbinger. Let's just do this. We'll be patient on this stuff. I don't want to, like, try and Herald Song for a Scream target this turn, and then they actually have Steward. Like, just because we're trying our best to pretend they don't have Steward, doesn't mean we completely play like they don't have Steward. They have a Torch, which makes this line annoying. I might just start looting with Storyteller. Maybe make that the Tasty Torch target. We'll put 1 down there. We'll put 1 down there. Spook them a bit. Yeah, I might just want to just keep hitting power and play this like a control deck instead of a combo reanimator deck. Maybe we have to do that against more the all-in decks. Like, yeah, I want to get pressure here. I want to find power, but I might just play this Beast Caller. Not get greedy. I'm going to get greedy. How many Harbingers do they have? 2. This is a little annoying they have Steward here because the silence is both Beast Callers. Another pause most likely means more torches or some sort of removal spell. We'll just be patient. What's that other fast removal? They've got Death Strikes and Annihilates. They could have any sort of thing. Alright. Just play the clean, easy answer. After they've seen us discard 3 Vera's Favors. There's a reason for that. Yeah, we might just hardcast some Vera's this game. Figure that out in due time. Blind Storyteller gives us a really nice late game. It's one of those cards they kind of have to answer at some point. They somehow haven't drawn a Varus Favor or anything here, so that's cool. They also seem to be flooding slightly. And now this kind of prompts them to have to put more pressure on us. Huh. This isn't really what I want to suffocate. But this does give us a little opportunity to see if there's a pause. There's still a pause. That means Torch. That 1000% means Torch. But I think I'd still go for the Scream here, actually. Just because that means we at least have a Flying Charge Beast Caller in the yard, which is a pretty big deal. It's pretty big. I would rather have a Fanatic, if I'm being honest, but... I don't actually want to discard anything in this. Grasping doesn't do anything. We just get to cast Varus instead. I want the guaranteed 8th power. We can just hardcast Varus. I want the guaranteed 8th power. Ah, they have Backlash. Okay. Good thing I got rid of the Grasp, right? Instigator. Huh. Probably getting one Vera down makes sense here. I don't know. I like forcing them to actually have to have Steward. And then we just keep getting crazy. Yeah, alright. Let's do it. Like, I want them to have to use Annihilate or Death Strike on this, right? Suffocate. Okay. They're gonna have trouble cleaning up this mess. They're gonna have some trouble with it. Withering Witch could do it, though. Alright, so let's do this correctly. I don't mind trading off Vera because I can just Vera it back. Question is, like, is there some weird sequencing with Spore Folk I'm supposed to do here because I have Grasping at Shadows? I think we just save that for the next turn, right? Yeah. Add the combo. But now we get to kind of reload our board, right? The pre-combat. So I saved the grasping, force them to answer this board again, right? I guess I should have done that first. Well, it's just actually better than grasping, right? Can't be countered. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I should have thought about it. Sure. Oh, that's awkward. Now I wish I had... Save that for Steward. Can I get lethal here? I don't think so. They have to block here. These can bounce. I couldn't find lethal there. There might have been lethal, but I couldn't find it. Alright, so we're 1-1, and they didn't draw Steward. That felt reasonably good. I don't know how good. I don't know. The storytellers dig a lot and they eat torches. Direwood Beastcaller seems good. Man, they even had. They have 3 Withering Witches. Alright, and only 2 Black Sky Harbingers, and they just drew both of them with no. Okay. We just haven't been drawing these Fanatics. It's crazy. But I think Fanatic would have been just as good as Beastcaller that game. Just bury them and stuff. So they brought in Backlash. They brought in Backlash. I don't think that's a reason to bring in, like, Rain of Frogs. They slowed themselves down a lot that game, but that, I think, was just that game. I think we still need to have answers to, like, their early aggressors. And just keep doing our thing. I think we're just a linear deck. There's only so much we can change. I think we need Rain of Frogs for only when we absolutely need Rain of Frogs, like Desert Marshal. Not like Torch. We can play through a Torch. Or play through a Backlash. Whatever. Like, we just keep reloading in the late game. And just overload them. Yeah. We just need to get to that point. And I look away from chat for like a second, and now I have no idea what's going on down here. You think Tormentor has a place in this deck? No. Not this deck. Because you have to cast that spell to put the Tormentor in the Void. Can't Backlash Vera. That's the idea. This hand's... whatever. I don't like it. This hand's better. I think Whispers of the Void, there can be a deck for it, but this isn't the deck. This specific one. If, you know, Spore-Folking Whispers of the Void actually put the Tormentor in your Void, then we'd be talking. Then we'd be talking, but that's not how it works. So instead, it's really just a 6-power spell that does nothing. Except occasionally we can get an 8/8 crazy thing out of it. I think we're supposed to open on Sporefold. That's a bunch of nothing. Bit of a whiff there on Mr. Folk. Again, man, we might be playing too many Primal Sigils. Nice. Ah! These are both really bad. They're also power. And I probably just want power. I still need a 6 power. That's a second shadow. I need 2 more shadow sources at some point. Let's just get rid of the seal. I might need to keep digging really hard for shadow. Don't like our odds this game. Don't like this hand a whole lot. And I don't like that. And I don't like this. Alright, I think this deck's... Yeah, alright. I'm just supposed to cut Primal Sigils from this deck. Apparently. Oh my god. We are doing nothing this game but dying. Well, that's not doing a whole lot either. We are doing nothing but dying this game. Yeah, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 7 Primal Sigil, right? We've just drawn 5 of 7 Primal Sigils this game. That's pretty crazy. We're pretty dead here. Ay, ay, ay. We are pretty dead. Alright, well, like I said, this deck is prone to doing nothing, so I guess we did nothing this game. Yeah, see, even if we got Double Shadow, well, we would have been able to cut off their clock, but we still weren't finding a whole lot. We drew all of our we drew all of our discard outlets that game. You know, you need a certain combination of things. We did not draw that combination of things, and that's going to happen, right? That's going to happen. We needed to draw discard outlet, reanimation spell, reanimation target, and apparently Shadow Sigils. Man, we didn't even draw Varus Favors. And that happens.